Hi everyone, Viktoriya and Oksana here. So if you watch this video, let us know. And also if you're enjoying our videos, let us know so we do more of the videos if they're helping you. So let us know in the comments below what video we should do next, and also if they're helping you. And maybe as well as what is it you're struggling with, what would you like to learn more about, so we can see how we can actually help you as well get to that healing that you're looking for. So again, I see somebody tuned in. So if you're watching this video, let us know, say hi to us so we can say hi back to you. And we're just gonna go ahead and get started. As well as you can also watch the replay from the beginning if you miss anything. So in this video, we're gonna talk about that when people get sick, inflammation in our body tries to fight that sickness. And whenever we are injured or hurt, we see a bruise or swelling. This means that you have an inflammatory response. But over time, when you continue doing things that are damaging to your body, the inflammation starts from within our blood vessels, our lungs, brain, and organs. So cancer, heart disease, and diabetes, they're all inflammatory diseases. So autoimmune disease, for example, is in which the body turns against itself because the inflammation is so high and so chronic. With this inflammation, your cells, they can't function normally. They kind of go haywire and they don't do their job the way they're supposed to. So the body cells turn on themselves and they start attacking your own body, thinking parts of your body, your organs, are the illness and foreign invaders. So this is how autoimmune disease eventually kills people. But the good news, using science and nutrition, we can change that, right? So yeah, that's why it's important to understand that we have 100 trillion cells or 50 trillion cells in our body. And how well your body functions is determined by how well each of those cells are working. So disease is really a result of how unhealthy some of those cells are in your body. And your ability to recover from disease is based on feeding every one of your cells the nutrients that they need to be able to do their job. And if you're trying to build a new addition to your house, your cells are like little workers who are going to build that beautiful addition. And the nutrients you give your body's cells are the same as those raw materials that you give your workers to build your home new addition. So what most people do is they focus on things like, well, I will eliminate dairy and processed foods and not just eat gluten-free or healthy diet. Or I will just not eat and maybe just fast. And when they start to eat again, the pain comes back. So what we have seen while working with people one-on-one is that when you make some changes to your diet or maybe your habits, sure, some people get better, but these results are often incomplete. It's like saying, you want to build this new beautiful house. It's like you try to build a new healthy body, but all I'm gonna do is eliminate gluten or dairy, right? That's just not enough. So you would need a lot more of the right materials, right? For example, roofing, materials, nails, screws, pipes, the same as with the diet, right? You're gonna need a lot more than just eliminating stuff. So you can't just give it a gluten-free diet to follow. It's not just about just what you eliminate, but what about what you are that's missing to your diet or lifestyle or slowing down your healing. So the better you feed your body the nutrients it needs, the faster you will heal. So in our program is really the last stop for people where we identify what is still causing the symptoms to stay. Does this make sense? Yeah. Hi, Lori. How are you? Yes, let me see if anybody else is watching. Let me know. And also, if you guys have any questions, you can leave your questions below in this video. And also let us know if it makes sense to you what we're talking about. So yeah, that's why it's when you're frustrated with your results or with your healing, or any time you want to change to happen in your body, you're either doing things that may still be causing inflammation, or you just don't know it, or you're not giving your body the right tools to rapidly bypass inflammation and create healthy new cells. And another important thing to realize that your cells, they are a billion little workers that make up who you are physically. They will do exactly what you would tell them, as long as you give them the right ingredients to perform necessary tasks. So the step one is you do want to make sure that you eliminate anything that is causing your symptoms to stay, and how to identify that. It's really based on your recovery. If you're not getting better, then still something is causing your symptoms to stay. And step number two is give yourself all that it needs to repair itself. So many people, they've come to us who were already eating very healthy, and they've done a lot of supplements, or they do a lot of really fancy things like stem cell therapy, yet they still couldn't eliminate their autoimmune disease until we really made sure that they were not just eliminated things from their diet that was causing their disease, but also added everything that they needed for healing to take place. And another thing important to realize that we do adjust the program for each individual and based on their results and their recovery and each person's response. Yeah, the thing about autoimmune disease, it can show up in any way, any part of your body. It can be in your brain, it could be in your organs, it can cause blood issues. So there are also autoimmune diseases that can cause muscle fatigue. And what we found, what matters most is not your diagnosis, but the fact that it's all inflammatory, and it can be reversed when you do everything right. So the best news, if you have an inflammatory illness, even if your doctor misdiagnosed you or gave you wrong information, or even if you still don't have the diagnosis, but you experience symptoms, you can still get better. So you want to dive all in to get better, instead of just chasing diagnosis and doing things that have not been working month after month. So you might feel like you're making a good progress when you searching a name for a diagnosis, or when you're doing when you're taking a lot of supplements, you doing all kinds of diet. But if you're not making progress, if you're still in pain and experience symptoms, there's something still causing your symptoms to stay. So it's not like if you label your disease correctly, a doctor will just give you basically the reason why they want to find a diagnosis is just to give you the medicine for that, so they can find what medicine will work for you. And our recommendation is obviously follow your doctor's advice for medical treatment, but what works for real people is you want to look for results that you're after. So every time someone heals, they are becoming a part of this movement where people treat their disease the way that we teach them, instead of just using chemotherapy or steroids, or doing kidney transplant, that people can learn what they can do to help their body heal, and even while they're still going through the medical treatment. So most people do not understand what it actually takes to reverse a chronic illness, and oftentimes they look at the cause and the fact, and that's why it's very unfortunate people are dying in their 30s, 40s, 50s from diseases that can be prevented or reversed with the right changes in their lifestyle, or all these changes that they could make. And decades ago, people didn't even know that this was even possible. But no matter what the cause of your autoimmune disease, when you give your body all that it needs, it will repair the damage and get back to optimal health. And I hope that it gives you hope that you can still get better, no matter how many years you've been sick. Hi, Mia. Hi, Eris. Hi, Crystal. Good to see you. Hi, Maureen. And I hope this video gives you clarity when it comes to inflammation. So it's all, as long as you're addressing the root cause of your symptoms, if it's inflammatory, you can definitely get better. And so that's really important to keep in mind, and not waiting until you get the diagnosis for autoimmune disease. So if you experience the symptoms, that's a way your body's telling you that something is not right. And I hope you guys have a great Friday, and we'll talk to you later.